So I'm working on trying to figure out how much paint I need to buy. And for the most part, you can't even, I didn't see it anywhere. Okay. Wait, first I found a statistic for by the gallon. Um, it was like, I think it was 400 to 600 square feet. Oh, maybe that just means I'd use a tenth of a gallon, but we're not going there because that's going to confuse me. So, anyway, and besides, obviously, it's not the right kind of paint. Then I found the English guy, and he had a statistic for milliliters, and this other guy said he got about 150 milliliters, which I do know what that is um, for 1 square meter. And a meter is a little less than a yard. And 150 milliliters, oh, maybe I don't. I'm thinking of 30 milliliters. Yeah, I'm not sure. So obviously, I'm not good at that. So I used the internet, and I found that that is equivalent to 5.07 ounces per 10.764 square feet, which should mean that I would do 6 times that, or really 10, 6, yeah, 6 times that, or 31 ounces. Of course, that's all in one thing. And I don't know, I thought that seemed kind of high, honestly, so I decided to run a test. This, honestly, this really kind of makes me mad. It really does. So I've been stressing about the paint the whole time, and because I had bought a big set when I made that, and that's what I've been using off of. And so, of course, the colors that are in nature, well, everything is in this project, but the greens and the blues and stuff, they're very depleted. And of course, black. I had to buy black and a white and a thinner. Um, so I was reading reviews about paint, airbrush paint on Amazon. I'm trying to figure out because the the kind U.S. art supply, little ones that I usually use, they're kind of expensive if you buy them individually. Well, they're expensive if you buy them in a set too, but you get more of the colors and stuff, and I don't know. So I bought a 24 of those when I was doing my prototype because I knew that if I did get the job, I would not have enough paint. And I don't think I even made it through the prototype without using the new blue. And so I'm kind of stressed about it. And I'm like, looking at what I painted, and then I'm go out there and it's like over my head. How much is this going to really take? And so I went to the garage and I got out this canvas print that I once purchased of a photograph, and it came out way too dark and it's junk. And anyway, I used to have it hanging, but Jerry didn't like it, so I'm just like, I'll paint over that. So I had ordered these two colors because Wicked was very much recommended. This one's not shook up, so just right the color, but this one is the one I tested with. So I bought these off Amazon, I think. Yeah, I did. I remember. Um, and picked through the colors and all that. So anyway, I started doing the test with what I call the big boy, and man, it worked great. I was like, I don't like rattle can because number one, they do not come out as good as that did. I mean, as far as volume, but I will adjust that. At first, it was like blasting and it made runs and stuff because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to expect. And the little thing I tested it on wasn't big enough for me to get the idea exactly, but because I had a little teeny one. Yeah. So, yeah, and rattle cans, they have those horrible fumes, because I don't like smelling them. I wear a mask with, you could definitely get wear a mask with this guy. He shoots out stuff like crazy. But On the little ones, I usually don't, and because it's so windy here, just good luck getting in my nose. But I guess that's my virus theory too. So far so good. And so I decided I would try to cover that canvas up with, well, with this. I was going to see how many ounces of this that it took to cover that canvas. And clearly I am not sure if I'm going to be working on a already erased or primed metal surface when I get there. When I checked on it recently, part of the old design was gone, and it was looked perfectly like new, but the other part was still there. So I don't know if I'm covering anything or not, and that makes a difference as far as how opaque it needs to be. So anyway, I started out with 1 ounce of this lovely stuff, and it's pretty color, and one combined. No, I'm lying. I started out with half an ounce of this and half an ounce of medium. Mix it up, shot it on there. It didn't hardly cover. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. This seems weird. I'm like, this paint doesn't seem the way I'm expecting, but okay. So I shoot all that out, and I'm like, okay. Next, I did 1 ounce of pure this color. I wish I could see how much is in there, because I'm starting to wonder if I got my full thing. Where is it? Right there. Yeah, I did. It's half full. So, still again, I could hardly tell the difference between the first time. And I'm going over and over and over. I'm like, okay, well, if this is the case, it's going to take me 900 coats. And I got the thing, and I'm like, I read it. Does it say transparent anywhere? No. No, it doesn't. Look. So, and this is the Createx brand, which is what the white was that I bought a big white one. And I hadn't opened it yet. And I'm like, uh-oh, I better try that white. Better make sure that does something. God, oh. And of course, can't return anything because I didn't test it soon enough. And which is totally me. So then, oh, quick update. I forgot to say that the first two runs with the transparent green turned out to be transparent. Were done at 10 psi. And then there was another test with green. I tried heavy body. It was like years old from an almond jar. Heavy body that was almost dried up, and I mixed it with medium and filtered it. And that's the third test. It worked better than transparent, but not that good. But I don't think it was really a fair test of the heavy body. I'm going to try that again today. And so that was done at 20 psi. And I did. See, I'm not sure if it was one. Oh, yeah, it was. I remember. I can't find my notebook from yesterday, so I have to rely on my flaky memory. But yes, now I remember. 1 ounce non-diluted Createx opaque white. Oh, just a minute. So here is that with my little homemade pantyhose filter, because I'm just getting so freaked out about clogs, and that does seem to work. So I took 1 ounce of that, sprayed it, and I'm like, oh my god, it just covered great. It covered great. It didn't. 1 ounce didn't completely hide the really difficult to cover thing I was doing, but I mean, I don't really even need to test. I'm pretty sure like 1.5 would be plenty, and one is one of, not quite enough, but well, I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll spray another one on there today. Um, so I went on the Amazon website and I went to the paints that I purchased and I did a find for the word transparent. Nothing. I did a find in the reviews for the word transparent. Nothing. I went to the Createx.com. I think that's what it is. I know Creatextech.com gives you a statistic sheet because I hit that twice accidentally today. Oh, actually, that's right. It's createxcolors.com, I think. Well, whatever. Anyhow, I went on their website and I pulled it up and I looked at all the stuff. Not the statistics sheet because I'm not going to go that far if I'm buying something off Amazon. And but I am curious. I should look, I guess. But that's more about. I don't think it's about whether it's opaque or transparent. So on their actual website, no. But they have tabs across the top, and opaque page shows all the colors of opaque with their names. Apple green's not on it. This is on the wicked type, which was highly, highly recommended by people in reviews. So I'm like, it's got to be great. It probably is great if it's anyway. Opaque did not include apple green. It also did not include golden yellow because this one is probably also transparent. And transparent's great, but I had some fading problems, and I mean, I like to paint with it. I really like to paint with it, sunsets and whatnot, but water. Um, but for outside, I'm not confident that it won't fade because I had to redo all the transparent I did on the sunset on the mural. The blue completely disappeared, and it's like the pinky fuchsia. Yeah, right. So I don't want to use transparent. So that's the deal. They are not opaque, and they do appear on the transparent tab. So, little heads up, I'm going to throw that in the reviews on Amazon. And I think I might even write the company and say you need to have that in the description. I mean, what if I ordered this right before I had to do the job? I would be screwed. Okay, so that's all I had to say about that. I guess I'm done for now.